Good evening, everyone. So we are from Group 9, Let's 2047, Poietic Society, and we're going to do group discussion video 3 today. So let's introduce ourselves first.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Putri Nurshahida binti Ismail. My metric number is 2000489.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayuni Shafika binti Rasli and my metric number is 200686.
Hi everyone, my name is Nurul Shahira binti Mazhar and my metric number is 200849.
Hi everyone, my name is Nurmaz Niatul Iqbal Timaran Suja and my matrix number is 200216.
My name is Nur Syaira binti Muhammad Nasra. My metric number 203653.
My name is Nur Ain Miti Sharifuddin. My metric number 198474.
Okay, so today we are going to listen to Group 2 to recite their poem. Please welcome.
Okay, so our poem title is Everyone Matters. So I will start recite it. The searching for equality and liberty is what they want to find for all this time. Questioning ethnicity is what they get. Witnessing the struggle to live, from walking to shooting. In the end, we are all human.
It is much harder than it seems. Entering the outside world, differences are given, yet similarity is the chosen. Once I take a step around, there will be a glare piercing through eyes near. There will be voices screaming loud to my ear. There will be red marks on my body clear. It is much harder than it seems, surviving in this wide and narrow place. A place I called home, but confused with a hell. Wish for a heaven, but a jail I get. Much like a worm in wet sand. Nobody reaching a hand, yet still holding hard with a stand.
How I wish to roam around like other people, to be myself not as an outcast, like a dove in the sky. I scream as the rain pours down on me, yet no one listens. Dear friends, dear people, enough of this disgrace. Be kind for the sake of humanity, as if we're family, to have unity in diversity.
Thank you, Group 2. It's a very wonderful poem, I can say. And what I can understand from this poem is they really describe the situation of racism clearly, very clearly. And like, for example, I really like stanza 2. They describe the glare, the voices screaming, and also the red marks, which indicates the victims of this racism, what they really experience and feel. And also at the end of the poem, they also urge us the need for us to put this racism to an end. And I also like the metaphors that they also include in this poem, like a dove in the sky. It makes the poem really more beautiful and more interesting to be understand and pay attention to. Yeah, that is what I think. What do you think, Ayuni?
From my opinion, first of all, my personal opinion is I like the last stanza because the last stanza is like they encouraging us to make a step on trying to put the racism away, right? And other than that, the second opinion is when I read and listen to the poem recital, the message from the poem is very clear. I get every meaning that they want to portray to us. And the last one, compared to the last poem of the last week, this poem have a title, so I like it. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Can you all hear me? Is it clear? Oh, okay. So I think what Shaira and Ayuni said just now, I really agree because it is very clear. The poem is very clear, and just like Shaira said, that the standard stanza 2, where it describes the feeling of the victims of racism, and I also like the repetition of this poem of the stanza 2 and also 3, where repetition for it is much harder than it seems, it is repeated in stanza 3. So I think this is interesting and very clear. That's all.
I think I want to add one more. Other than what I said just now, this poem use the pronoun I and my, right? So that the use of that pronoun seems to take, when I read it, it seems like it brings me personal feeling, like I am in that situation, in the poem outline. That's all.
Okay, if I have to recap, like what Ayuni, Shah, and Ain said, yeah, it is correct. We tried to, for stanza 1, we tried to give you a current situation or issue about racism now, and stanza 2 and 3, we tried to give the effect and factors, what racism could cause, and the last two stanza, we tried to give you about the awareness, more like awareness, encouragement, and prevention about more about the racism. So if, and also I discovered that in stanza, in the poem, my group mates give a lot of rhythm, the last behind. Like in stanza 2, there will be a glare piercing through the eyes near, there will be voices screaming loud to my ear, there will be red marks on my body clear. So it rhymes. If I have to add about what I can improve, maybe in my part, in stanza 1, I could give more about a concrete idea. Like I can describe more about witnessing the struggle to live. Like maybe I can add what 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 example, like shooting where, like that. So I think that's all from me.
Okay, I think from all of you guys' opinion, you girls' opinion, I agree. And personally, as a student, to write the poem about racism, for me, it's kind of hard because I never like really account some personally involved or like being a victim itself to racism. But based on my research and I read a lot of stories, so that's why I believe by giving example like in stanza 2, there will be glare, there will be voices, there will be red marks. Actually, that is what happened to all of the victims. They really um they really get all of those treatment. So yeah, that's why I think by inserting all those example, it will be more clear for you guys. And then if I could improve anything, I would say in terms of my recitation. Is that a word? Recitation. Okay, because I think I need to put more feels or tones when I'm reciting the poem. Yeah, that's all for me.
Thank you, Putri. In my opinion, in this poem, the advantage, the pros of this, the advantage or the strong of this poem is the choice of word that we use. For example, in stanza 2, it really means that implicit meaning, which indirectly portrays scenario of the real scenario of racism in this world. I also like this poem, else because it has more repetitive, as what Shaira said just now. And how to improve this poem is for me, is to read more poem that uh, that related to racism, so that we can improve our vocabulary for the choice of word in the future. Also, we can improve our poem by reading a lot more stories or documentaries about racism that happens in the world right now. That's all from me.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ikma. Talking about choice of words, for me, I think the choice of words for this poem is really good enough because we are targeting the public readers. You know, we if we use that words that are very complicated, very rare, sometimes people will not get it. You know, so yeah, this choice of words is nice enough, I think, because it will create sparks to people who read it directly, instantly, you know, and they will get the message clearly. So does anyone has anything to add about or to comment?
I want to add something. I think what Putri said about the tone when reading the poem, it is very important. Yeah, I think because for example, when you read fast, we will not have enough feeling for the poem, right? So I think for the next group discussion, we can slow down our reading so that we can feel the poem clearly and experience it like it have happened to us. That's all.
Yeah, I agree with Ain because I think for this poem, we need for the tone, we need to have more like a desperate, sad tone, like to emphasize more on the meaning, what they are really feeling about.
I want to add, I also agree with both of you. Maybe in the future, we can also recite the poem by uh, making it like more sad or something else. And also we can add, for example, this is just as example, like using a props or background music that can make the poem alive.
Yes, I think that's very interesting to do that.
I'm just curious, like, what do you think about the length of the poem? Do you think that is enough, or do we need to add more, describe more?
For me, I think the length of the poem is good enough, not too long and not too short.
Yes, I also think that's okay because previously we made it too short. So I think this one is just nice.
Yeah, I agree with everyone that this poem length is good enough, not long or too short, and easy for people to read it. And so to conclude, uh, this poem really effective for people to read, and it delivers the message very vividly. So yeah, I like this poem, and I think everyone like it too. Okay, that's all from us, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Mm.
Thank you.